Our mistakes can replay over and over in our heads, blocking any motivation, action, or thoughts that could get us past shame and guilt. Today in this video, I want to talk about how you can learn to let go of mistakes you have made. Mistakes can affect us in the future. The fear of failure or possibly making a mistake can actually stop personal growth and stagnate people. Learning to let go of the shame of mistakes is vital to self-growth and moving forwards. When you are dealing with mistakes that you have made, you have to step back and realize that at a time, you made the best decision that you could have made. As humans, we always choose the option that is suited to our needs at the time. We only understand something as right or wrong after it has been made. Everyone does what they think is right in the moment, and when you are dealing with the fallout of a mistake, it is better to think of it in terms of beneficial or detrimental, rather than plainly right or wrong. This is because mistakes are needed to find out what is really beneficial to you. Oftentimes we make mistakes, but things still turn out alright, or we still gain and learn something beneficial as a result of making the mistake in the first place. Mistakes are understood only after the results of a series of actions have been made, meaning that you are judging yourself harshly for making the right decision at that time. If we judge our worth based on retrospective thoughts, it means that we are judging ourselves with today's expanded awareness. This is not fair. Again, we make the best decisions with what we had. The person that made the mistake was a previous you. It is really an entirely different person. It really is entirely different to be the person that you were yesterday. You simply cannot expect yourself to know what you know now. The fact that the mistake was made is what gave you the information, and with that knowledge, the right to judge yourself. Let's not repeat the process of cruelty. Learn to accept and value your mistakes. They teach you valuable things every day. Your success is built on mistakes, which show you a pathway to the right answers. It is easy to blame ourselves, especially when we can clearly say that we should have known better. If you find that you're always beating yourself up in this way, it is time to change your perspective on motivation and why it is that you do things. A common example being that you have the motivation or the desire to lose weight. When faced off with a decision to eat an ice cream cone or not, you might eat the ice cream cone. It is because your desire for the ice cream cone is more than your desire to lose weight. Whether it is beneficial to you is still to be determined. You have to go through the process to learn that. What doesn't change is that in that moment you thought it was the right decision. You only make a decision because you think it is not a mistake when you are in the middle of doing it. Think about a mistake that you have made. Try to transport yourself back in time to experience again all your emotions, thoughts, the environment that you're in, and the desires that you had. And ask yourself if you would have made the same decision knowing what you knew then. The only way you are going to stop mentally beating yourself up over what you have done is if you accept it. The key to loving yourself, even though you have made a mistake, is by changing your perspectives in regards to the mistake that was made. In order to change our emotional response to the mistake, we need to change our point of view on it. Searching for value that is in making the mistake is the first step to changing the way making mistakes affects our lives. Once you can point out value in making that specific mistake, you can then reframe your idea of that mistake, instead making it a valuable lesson in your life. Beating up yourself for a mistake made does absolutely nothing. It is not solving the problem or preventing it, or changing the outcome. Nothing is going to change the fact that what happened has happened, not even criminalizing yourself for it. When you finally let yourself off the hook, you can begin to actually change, prevent, and come up with solutions to the problems that you are having. Even if you could go back and reverse the mistake that was made, you would have to give back the knowledge that you gained. The next thing to do is to understand that the reason that you are upset about the mistake is because it wasn't how you perfectly imagined it to be. In other words, you didn't perform perfectly. To release the pressure of oneself from making a mistake, you have to understand that the mistake was made because you are measuring yourself against perfection. You are going up against an ideal that you do not even fully understand. It is because of this that you continue to see your failures as your greatest mistakes. What is ironic is that the only way to get closer to perfection is to go through and learn the mistakes. There's no such thing as success without failure. It is the reason that a success is visualized and understood. Mistakes tell us what the perfect performance is or what it means to be the best. Mistakes are needed. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and check out my channel. If you have any questions about learning how to let go of your mistakes, please leave them in the comment section below. As always, have a great day.